Namaste, my dear sisters and brothers. The love and blessings of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo to all of you. There's a story of a Zen master. The Zen masters speak very little. And when they do speak, they just say in a few words, a few simple words, they convey some profound message. So once a Zen master was asked, what did you do before enlightenment? And he said, well, what I did before enlightenment was to cut wood, fetch water, and cook food. And what do you do after enlightenment? Cut wood, fetch water, cook food. Now, what this simple story conveys is that the so called work, the work that we do every day, does not change its external form. But as we progress on the spiritual path, something within changes the spirit in which we do it. And that is something that the person himself knows or herself knows. To the others, at the most, it may show up in the form of the person's behavior, that now this person has become much more loving, more kind, and the work that he does is much better. He has reached a new level of excellence or perfection in his work. So that's something which outsiders might notice, but why he's doing it, the way he's doing it now, how the attitude to the work has changed, how now he's doing it as an instrument of the divine without any attachment to the fruit, and as an offering to the divine. Now, these are things that the outsiders will not notice, which means that besides the work that is visible to everyone, which one might call the outer work, there is something going on within the person which is changing the attitude with which the person is doing this work, and what is going on within the person may be called the inner work. So, walking the spiritual path involves both inner work and outer work, and the two feed each other. One of my favorite prayers regarding the outer work is a prayer given by the mother: grant that I may do in the best way I can the best thing to do. And this prayer, the devotee asking for doing in the best way I can, the best thing to do, is apparently related to the outer work. But then, having done this outer work, the person may go within and then try to ask, did I really do it in the best way I could? Did I really do the best thing that could be done? Now, this is inner work, which means reflecting upon what one has done, going into a mood of introspection, what we may call an inner churning, that would further change the person, and that would be reflected in what the person does after that, which means that this inner change would then get reflected in the outer work. So, the outer work that the person does would generate some more material for this inner churning. And when the person does that, then it may change the person within a little more, and that would then get reflected in outer work. So the inner work and the outer work feed each other. The outer work generates the material for this inner work or inner churning, and the change that this inner work brings about in the person will get reflected in the outer work that he does subsequently. There's something comparable to what happens in an office where you have an in tray and an out tray. Uh, the person keeps moving things from the in tray to the out tray, but then whatever goes out of the out tray where it had to go generates some more work, and that then appears in the in tray. And that is why in Sri Aurobindo's and the Mother's integral yoga, renunciation of outer life is something that is not really encouraged. In fact, work has been considered the simplest and the safest sadhana. As the Gita says, Yogastha Kuru Karmani. Don't stop working, let everything go on, but all the work that you do should be done from a yogic poise. Be stationed in yoga and do all the work that you do. Thank you.